Well, hello there, YouTube family. I am back, and I have a couple things I want to chat with you about today. I will let you know that this week has been horrendous for me. Not for lack of trying, just, I guess, when you go off kilter, sometimes you really go off kilter. This was not a planned thing for me. I was doing great up until last Friday, which is today's Thursday. Tomorrow's about to be Friday again. Totally unexpected, out of left field, that I would go off plan and just, it's not so much that I'm struggling, pardon me, to eat whole foods, plant-based. It's more of, I don't know even how to explain it. I don't really have an explanation. I haven't eaten meat. I've had dairy. I've had very highly processed baked goods, which, that was yesterday. That was terrible. And, the weekend is a blur to me. I don't even know what I ate. I just know that I did not do what I should have done regarding following Slimming World, or any plan for that matter. So, where does that leave me? I kind of touched on in the last video, I believe I did anyway, my concerns about being either following McDougall or Dr. Furman. Because both of those plans, to me, the doctors are kind of all or nothing. This is the plan. This is the healthiest way to do things for X, Y, and Z reasons. And they both make very good cases for why they feel we should be doing things their way, so to speak. I think that McDougall's case is a much better one because his is easier to adhere to and to be able to sustain, as opposed to Dr. Furman's, because Dr. Furman's is really eating like all vegetables, salad, a pound of salad a day, a pound of cooked vegetables a day, and 1.5 to 3 ounces of nuts. And he does allow for dressings. He gives you recipes. Can I do a combination of what both of them are talking about? I certainly can. But rather than waste my time focusing on things that looking at a plan and saying, well, I can't do this because of this and I can't do that because of that, I would rather do my Slimming World, incorporating in things that are very healthy and beneficial to me, for me, the way that I want to do things, of course, not necessarily for you or anyone else. And that would be to follow along with Dr. Greger, Dr. Lee, Dr. Barnard, and Dr. Fink. Those four doctors are not saying you have to do this and you have to do that and you have to follow my way of doing things. They're saying eat these things and you'll be the better for it. They're not saying absolutely don't eat these other things, although they're not going to advocate that we eat those other things. But neither are they going to sit here and lecture us about X, Y, and Z. So that makes it much easier for everyone, especially me, which is who I'm talking about. Okay, so I have here, and I'm going to put it in the screen for you, the Daily Dozen components that Dr. Greger puts out, that he has made a very nice free app for anybody that wants to download it and use it, where you can do a check off, and he gives all your information in subcategories. It's really a very nice app. Very user-friendly, but I decided to print off the Daily Dozen for myself, and I wanted to sit down and made notes looking into the app, because I'm very visual and I like everything in front of me in one place rather than to have to keep going back and forth. So what does he say is beneficial for us to eat? Okay, 1 time a day we should have a 1/4 cup of dry berries or a 1/2 cup of fresh. Easy enough. I eat berries every day. Blueberries are my preferred because I like them frozen and fresh. And so there you go. One thing checked off. Other fruits, we should have 3 daily. What is that? 3 medium fruits, or a combination of 1 cup cut up fruit, 1/4 cup dry fruit. Easy enough. No biggie for me. Vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, which are going to be your broccolis, your cabbages, your Brussels sprouts. 1/2 cup chopped, 1/2 cup Brussels sprouts, 1/4 cup broccoli sprouts, tablespoon of horseradish. Who knew? And that's going to check off the box for that. Greens, 1 cup raw, half cup cooked. Easy enough. And then we have other colorful vegetables. 1 cup raw leafy, half cup raw cooked non-leafy. Easy enough. You can have also, as one of those other colorful vegetables, a half a cup of vegetable juice, 1/4 cup dried mushrooms. Seeds and nuts. 1 tablespoon daily of flaxseed meal, which I'm already having, and I think I said that was 2 cents a day. Because again, I know that I can have it as a healthy extra B, but I prefer to leave that for my oatmeal or my cereal or my bread. So I'm speaking in cents, but you can certainly just look up what the flaxseed meal would be and have that as your B, along with nuts and seeds. That would be 2 tablespoons of nuts or seed butter, 1/4 cup nuts or seeds. So again, that could be a B, or I could just choose to send it however I want. Easy enough. 3 times daily, we're going to have beans and legumes. That would be 1/4 cup of hummus, which I believe is 2 tablespoons, which would only be, if you're going to use regular hummus or not, and not make the Slimming Roll one for me, or in this case, if I'm not going to want to be eating yogurt, the Slimming Roll recipe contains yogurt. I would just make it without any fat or any yogurt in it, and it would just be free in protein and fiber. However, if I wanted to use store-bought, which you know I love my Ithaca brand, that would be 1/4 cup, pretty much covers it. A half cup of tofu or tempeh. That's easy enough. I can eat a whole block of tofu. 1 cup fresh peas or snow peas. Very easy to do. Or just have regular old beans. That would be a half a cup of beans. And that's going to be 3 times a day. Any of those choices, just you could choose all of one of each kind of thing, whatever you like, whatever I like. 3 daily whole servings daily of the whole grains. Now that's going to be a half a cup of cooked cereal, grains, pasta, or corn kernels. Or it's going to be 1 cup of cold cereal or 3 cups of popcorn. You could have a tortilla, a half a bagel, or half an English muffin. Now again, in doing it with Slimming Roll, it's going to be multi-grain, or it's going to be whole wheat, according to the Slimming Roll way. If you're going to do it as if I'm going to do it as a healthy extra B, which is how I would do it. Herbs and spices. The bottom line is to put 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric into your food because it has anti-inflammatory benefits. You also want to enhance the flavor in your meal by putting in herbs and spices, especially me because I love my herbs and spices. And they make all the difference to me in my food, whether I enjoy it or not. Have some ginger in your life. Have some garlic. These things have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. And that also fits in nicely with Dr. Barnard. He talks about that in his book, The Power Foods Diet. Beverages. Try to get in 60 ounces of water a day, which generally I try to do. Don't always succeed, but I do try. Exercise. You want to exercise 90 minutes a week of moderate exercise or 40 minutes of vigorous exercise. And that also, again, for those who may not know, I should have mentioned this in the beginning, the Daily Dozen comes from looking at the results of research studies. That's what Dr. Gray loves to do. He goes around and he looks at all the research and he reports back, well, the people who ate, half a cup of berries a day were healthier than people who didn't. And then this whole Daily Dozen he put together as a summary of what if people did ate these things and did their exercise, drank their water, etc., they were healthier and they had a better potential for healthier longevity than people who did not. So that's where this comes from, in case you may or may not know that. I have talked about Dr. Greger before, but it's been a while. So this is a refresher for all of us. Now, also, you have to take B12 if you're not eating meat. protein and dairy. B12, 2,000 micrograms per week, preferably of one that is in liquid form that you put under your tongue, which I don't have yet. I'm working on finishing the bottled gels that I have. So this is what I want to incorporate into my Slimming World way of eating. And I think that this really brings it all together for me. I'm really looking forward to this. Again, I haven't had the best of weeks. I know I'm not alone. I'm not making excuses. It doesn't take much to get thrown off the wagon. It just doesn't. And it takes time to get back on. I have probably undone the weight loss that I lost last month, the 2.2 pounds. I feel inflamed. I don't feel bloated, but I do feel inflamed. And that makes the scale go up. Carrying the extra water weight makes the scale go up. Just not eating right makes the scale go up. So I'm just going to work it back. Like Stephanie says, one meal at a time. Like Nikki says, hashtag real life. I'm upfront and honest with you, more for you to be able to see that you are not alone in this. Because I can come on here and just tell you X, Y, and Z, and that isn't, to me, helping me. Certainly not helping me. It's not my style to make things up. That's just never going to work for me. But let's say I could pull it off. Who am I helping? I'm not helping me, and I'm certainly not helping you, because you're looking at me saying, oh, gee, everything is going great for her all the time, 100% of the time, or whatever, and how come I can't do this? What's wrong with me? You know, I try to keep it very real here to help both of us, all of us, my YouTube family, because I think that ultimately keeping it real is what it's all about. It always has been for me, and like I said, my mission in having this channel was to try to help other people, first off, who wanted to do Nutrisystem. And it just grew from there. And now it's about people who are trying to lose weight, people who are trying to eat healthy, and trying to show you that you are not alone when things don't go well. And that it's great when things do go well, and we celebrate those things together. That's really what it's all about at this point. Otherwise, there's no point in me making videos. So I don't want to go on and on. I did want to give you the update. This is where I'm at. It's Dr. Greger and Dr. Barnard and the things that they say to eat, which also go along with a lot of what Dr. Lee talks about, although he does believe in eating fish, and I believe he also believes in eating some meat. Right now, I'm not doing that. It's not something I plan on doing. I'm not sure about the dairy, but we'll see that as we go along. You know, I'm not making 100,000% commitment to anything. I know what I want to do, ideally, and I'm going to do my best to pull it off. But if I change my mind down the road for whatever reason, then you will know about it, and it won't be anything that I haven't done before. You know, I don't sit here and tell you 100%. You know, we're all human, and things in life changes from one minute to the next, sometimes one meal to the next. So there's no point in sitting here and absoluting anything, other than I am absolutely going to tell you that I will never give up. And I don't think you should give up either. So that brings me to the part of the video where I ask you to please take care of yourself. We will do this together. You will do your part, I will do mine, and we're in it together. I can't do it for you, you can't do it for me. You know, Oreo, my dear Oreo, who was 21 pounds at one point, is now at pretty much a normal weight for her size cat. And she meows at me all day long if I'm home looking for food. And she is rationed. She eats raw food for cats. She eats 4 ounces a day. They're little chicken nuggets. And that's it. I keep her out of everything 99.9% of the time, other than that. And she will meow at me, and I look at her and I say, Oreo, look how beautiful you are. You're finally healthy. You look wonderful. You must feel much better. You're able to walk more easily. And I look at her and I say, you must hate me. However, I wish somebody could do this for me. Wouldn't it be great? It would be wonderful if I could just go to a spa and stay and be served what I'm supposed to eat all day long. Would I hate it as much as Oreo hates it? I don't know, probably, but I would be healthier, right? Because she certainly is. So anyway, on that note, please do everything you can to put you first. It's hard to do that. It's simple, but it's very hard to accomplish, especially if you have responsibilities of work, a family, kids that you need to cart around. In many cases, people have kids and they have ailing parents to take care of, and that makes it even more complicated. But guess what? If you don't take care of you, you ultimately can't take care of them. And that's really what it comes down to. So let's not get it to the point of where you get yourself in a bad spot to where you're not going to be able to take care of them because you're going to have health issues. Let's not get it to a point of where you're going to have to be taken care of, because I know you're not going to like that, because I know I'm not going to like that. And that is what I am striving to do. Keep myself healthy enough to where no one has to take care of me. So this is the time where I tell you, you and your families are always in my thoughts and prayers. I hope that you're all staying healthy and doing well. And I send you these big giant hugs. If you don't need one today, they don't go bad. Put it in your pocket and keep it for a day when you might need one. I'll say thank you very much for watching and for putting up with me always. Much appreciate you. Don't know what I'd do without you all. And please leave me a comment and let me know how you're doing. If you need some support, please come over to Slim One. It's a great group of people. You'll love us, and we'll love you, I'm sure. Love to meet you. If you come to Slim One, I'll get to actually meet you and talk one-on-one with you. That would be even great yet. And so, goodbye for now. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.